What's up, B-Rad? Welcome to the big, comfy couch.
I'm Kirsten.
I'm Hannah.
Justin.
Graham.
Did we like the movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
I'd say, yeah.
I feel like I would if I understood more.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I should like it, so yes.
I felt like there were more things that I should have analyzed further. If I could watch it more times and get some of the foreign movies or get more of that.
The second
Yeah,
time
the
would
movie
help.
references
Yeah.
would have been helpful, I think.
So the protagonist. So I would classify, I don't remember his name, Greg, as a passive protagonist. So he is a person who he just kind of drifts through life. He just kind of does nothing, and he's fine with that. And everybody around him is living a very active lifestyle. And he only turns into an active protagonist at the end whenever he realizes that he needs to show the movie to Rachel and actually play an active role in her life rather than just passively floating.
And that was the first time that he did something on his own, or he was self-motivated to do something.
I also noticed, I think Earl is afraid to be real with people. He doesn't call, or not Earl, sorry, Greg.
Yeah, Earl's real with people.
Yeah, Earl's real. So he doesn't claim Earl as his friend. He says he's a coworker and stuff. And then I think that kind of contrasts Greg being able to see people being fake or insincere when they're doing the first take of the video. When everybody's saying the same thing and they're just wow, this movie isn't very good because it just feels very cold and
Going off of that, Greg calling Earl his coworker, I think he's afraid to get too attached to people. And then, the one person he did get attached to, Rachel, she ends up dying.
Well, and he's scared of rejection. Earl says that he kind of explains it by saying that, if he were to call somebody his friend and then they said they weren't friends, he would have to kill himself. And so that's he's scared of rejection, which is kind of ironic because then he pushes away Earl, who's the one person that was kind of his family that was close to him, and then the dying girl as well.
I was also trying to get Earl as a character because his main quote was titties.
He's hilarious.
But I felt there was more depth to the character than I would have realized.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't at the end whenever he definitely talks to Rachel in the film, that's his depth. And he actually views thing from he kind of views everything from an outsider's perspective, and just kind of random.
maybe that's the social commentary. I just think I figured it out of high school, how everybody has a superficial front,
Mm-hmm.
and then there's a deeper side of them. So
Yeah, and how there's also the social commentary of how everybody deals with cancer and everything.
yeah, so he was just acting goofy and
Yeah,
And he's the comic relief to it, so everyone needs to have.
and Greg.
Was there also comic relief from Greg's
just acting stupid.
yeah, his not, what would you say, not vulgar jokes, but insensitive jokes.
Yeah. That was a defense mechanism, so they didn't have to face the cancer. I guess.
And then you had the mom who used alcohol as kind of an outlet for her misplaced anger or just frustration with the fact that she doesn't have a husband and her daughter has cancer.
Greg's mom was kind of the epitome of the pitiful people, I guess, that want to help the cancer patient, but just kind of use it as a pity mechanism, I guess, to feel bad for the person instead of really helping the kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that was kind of weird.
And
Yeah, no, go ahead.
and made him feel obligated to hang out with her because she was dying and she didn't have much time left.
I didn't really understand what was up with all the weird food and weird movies.
It might have been just going off of all the foreign films that they watched.
Yeah.
And they were also getting
Well,
foreign
but
food.
it was because of the
Their
dad.
dad
That
was
is weird.
weird.
Yeah.
It's
It's
just
an old
such a-
cat man.
That might be why he was raised not as I guess socially conforming as other members of society. His dad is very cultured and very out there, and he was raised not similarly to his dad, but in the same like parallel. The fact that like he doesn't abide by social norms and he just kind of like does his own thing.
Mm. Cool. Is that it?
That's
I'm
it.
good.
Thanks for joining us,
Big
Dr. H, on the big comfy couch.
See you
Be
next
rad.
movie.